As I quietly pushed open the front door, the words from my daughter sliced through the stillness like broken glass. "Relax, Mom. He's too weak to do anything." I paused in the entryway, inhaling once, twice, steadying myself. My wife, Lisa, didn't even glance back. She sealed her suitcase shut with a swift pull, as if closing the final page of story she'd long grown tired of reading. They stood there, ready rehearsed. My daughter, Emily, crossed her arms with a cocky grin, clearly proud of her role in this performance. I approached them with quiet purpose, holding out a sealed envelope. "This is a court injunction," I said evenly. "You're legally barred from touching any joint assets." I then faced Emily and handed her a separate document. "Eviction notice. You're 19. You've got 24 hours. Their smug expressions collapsed. Lisa blinked first, her confidence cracking. "What is this?" she demanded. "Accountability," I replied, my voice calm, colder than before. I brushed past them, setting my keys gently in the bowl by the door, unbuttoning my coat. My hands were steady. Unlike the nights before, the past wasn't always this bitter. There had been moments, family beach trips, late-night talks under candlelight, simple dinners when money was tight. I had once adored Lisa with every fiber of my being. I built not only a home with her, but a business, one I grew from sleepless nights and raw determination. She was there when we shared instant noodles, when winter meant sharing a single heavy coat. Emily was our miracle, after failed IVF treatments and years of tears. Her birth was a gift we thought would save us. I wept when I first held her. Lisa wept too. But love, like milk, can sour quietly, almost invisibly. The first hint was her guarded phone. She recoiled when I reached for it, laughing it off as work-related. Then came late-night meetings, foreign perfumes clinging to her clothes, muffled laughter behind closed doors. I wanted to believe her. I wasn't naive, just hopeful. The truth arrived on a quiet Tuesday afternoon. Her phone buzzed across the counter while she showered. I didn't intend to check, but my hand moved on its own. The message glowed, counting down. "Your husband still hasn't caught on." I stared at it like a man staring at his reflection for the first time. My pulse was calm, my hands dry. Confronting her would have been easy, but I wasn't after easy. I wanted finality. That night, I kissed her goodnight and began my real work. A private investigator followed her trail. The secret meetings, hotel stays, financial transactions. I combed through our shared cloud account, one she never bothered logging out from. There he was, Nathan, the man she was seeing. Divorced. Ran a real estate business I once casually advised. He'd even stood in my living room one Christmas, shaking my hand like a friend. Worse, I uncovered the offshore account Lisa secretly opened using her maiden name, where she had begun siphoning funds from my company. She thought I was blind. She underestimated me. Emily, my own child, wasn't innocent either. She shielded her mother, lied for her. I remembered her snapping at me once when I asked about her grades. Now the pieces made sense. They had both chosen their path. I acted. Quietly. Swiftly. I froze joint accounts. Locked down every business asset. Transferred ownership to a private trust one had prepared months earlier. Lisa had unknowingly handed me full control years ago, signing power of attorney after her surgery, a document that was still perfectly valid. I watched and waited, calculating. Then I struck. That morning, I left work early. I knew their plan. I knew today was their escape. As I opened the door, I caught Emily's cruel remark. It was the moment I buried the old version of myself, the man they called weak. "You're bluffing," Lisa hissed, her hands trembling as she scanned the injunction. "I'm not." Emily's face twisted. "This is my home." "No," I corrected her. "It's mine. You made adult choices. Now you'll face adult consequences." I walked away, leaving them in the cold silence of their unraveling scheme. Fear hung heavier than their earlier arrogance. Court followed a month later. Lisa's attorney tried every accusation, emotional abuse, financial coercion, but my evidence stood unshaken. The bank records, call logs, emails, and testimonies painted a clear picture. The judge awarded me full ownership of the business, the house. Even our dog stayed with me. Nathan, he vanished the moment legal trouble emerged. He was never going to fight her battles. Now the house is quiet. The air feels colder without the noise of betrayal. But it's peaceful. Mine. A copy of the eviction notice sits locked in my drawer, not as a bitter keepsake, but as a reminder. People like Lisa mistake silence for weakness. Daughters like Emily follow whichever voice seems strongest. Once, I was a quiet one. Now my actions speak. Revenge isn't loud. It doesn't rage or shout. It waits. It plans. And when it strikes, it leaves nothing but silence in its wake. Lisa now rents a small apartment downtown. Emily is living with friends. Their affair is over. The money, secure. The business, thriving. And me, I sleep just fine. Because sometimes, the most dangerous man in the room is the one who never raises his voice.